Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is my review for Netflix's original series Afterlife. In case you don't know how I structure my reviews, I like to talk about anything that stood out to me, and then I give my rating at the end with a fun fact or a bit of information at the end. Anyway, let's jump into the review.
That the sort of thing.
Afterlife is about a guy named Tony who is played by Ricky Gervais. Tony had the perfect life until his wife Lisa died. After contemplating taking his own life many times, he decides to instead live long enough to punish the world by saying and doing whatever the hell he likes. He says things that are so harsh and he feels like it's his superpower. At least that's what he says.
Bad then.
Not having to care about anything is very freeing for him, but as it turns out, it's not as fun for everyone else.
No.
Firstly, let me say that I absolutely love this series. It has 6 episodes which run at about 30 minutes in each episode, and for me this is the best I've ever seen Ricky Gervais. I love extras, I love The Office, but this is something completely different. It definitely fits into that genre that kind of Ricky Gervais likes to show with his comedy, and it draws from those, but it's different.
Thank you.
What I was really surprised by was the amount of heart this series has. It's full of emotion. In any moment you can find yourself bawling your eyes out, and then the next snot laughing. Not just pretend laughing, but like barely snot laughing, just horrible nastiness laughing that makes your throat hurt. There were moments when I found myself laughing so loud that I hurt my throat because the stuff he was saying is so out there and so like, can you say that?
What? He is not a fat, hairy, nosy cocksucker.
That I found myself going, wow, that is not okay, but still so funny because it's coming from a guy who just doesn't give a crap anymore because the love of his life is gone. And so now you get to go along with this character that is experiencing life with what he feels like it's his superpower, and it's done so well. And I don't know anybody else that could have done this as well as Ricky Gervais has. I seriously didn't know what emotion I was going to be hit with at any given moment, and man, it tackles some very deep dark themes as well. The 6-part episode series is also created and written and directed by Ricky Gervais, so he has really given his all in Afterlife, and it shows. The 6 episodes follow Tony as he tries to find something to live for, and along the way he encounters various characters. The setup in parts are very similar to that of The Office and extras, but it's the heart of the story that drives these episodes. As per usual, the dialogue is quick, it's smart, it's fucking rude, and in some of the humor, it like I said, it makes you breathe in and go, wait, can you say that? And that is just so Ricky Gervais. That is what he's known for. Literally from the opening episode of minute 1, I was invested in the character. Even my wife was invested in Ricky Gervais's character, and she's not his biggest fan. She doesn't often sometimes get the humor, but in this, because when he's not destroying those around him, the series is emotionally charged and grips at your heart. But what helps the series is the formidable acting talent that he has in this series. Kerry Goldman plays Tony's wife Lisa, and her scenes are raw and real. Ashley Jensen from Extras plays a nurse who is looking after Tony's dad. It's so good to see them on screen together again. And there are so many other impeccable actors and actresses in this. Their characters are richly defined and they're acted so well. I was seriously surprised at how good this was. The music and editing really complement each other as well in this. There are often pivotal moments that through editing and the perfect choice of song or score that the series is able to get the point across of what it is trying to tell you, or the emotion it's trying to portray, or just helping that comedic moment. Really well edited in the score, really kind of complements all of that that's going into the dialogue that's created by Ricky. I should give a word of warning though, some of the subject matter is heavy. The loss of the loved one, suicide, drug overdose. In amongst the comedy, there are these themes that some may find really difficult. My wife and I actually discussed that some may think that this series is glorifying suicide in some way. I don't think it is doing that, but it's certainly not shying away from showing it or talking about it as a subject matter.
Oh, Jesus, she's dead, Dad.
When I needed to get my wisdom teeth out a few years ago, I was put under in general anesthetic. When I came to, I was really kind of drugged up. But I had a ticket to go see Ricky Gervais live, so I wasn't going to miss that. So my wife took me to go and see Ricky. My friends took me to the pub and then gave me a pint to drink. So I had this mix of alcohol and these drugs in me. So when we got to the beginning of where we were sitting in the auditorium in Portsmouth to see Ricky Gervais live, Ricky came on stage and he's waving to the crowd. But being so drugged up and full of alcohol, I thought he was waving at me. So, you know, I stood up and waved back, and they were like, "Hi, Ricky, how you doing?" Like we were friends, like he knew me. And in that moment, my friends just cracked up and were embarrassed because they're like, "Oh, what is he doing?" So anyway, that's my Ricky Gervais story. Seriously though, this series is good and leaves you wanting more. The pacing is excellent, it never drags, you will laugh and cry and sometimes laugh, cry, and it's for this reason I'm giving Afterlife an A. Thanks for watching my review of Afterlife. What is your favourite Ricky Gervais series or film? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to check out my other review of Juanita, and we have a plethora of other trailer reactions as well on there. If you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell, but most of all, until next time, remember, live long and Tuesday.